Hi, my name is Christina Nielsen. Welcome to my home in Clinton Hill. This is a duplex apartment in a restored townhouse with 2 bedrooms and a really beautiful backyard. Normally, as an interior designer, I'm designing for clients with very specific aesthetics, but this time I was my own client, which was really fun, and I'm very decisive, so I was able to make more impulsive decisions and play with color and pattern, which I haven't typically been able to do in the past. When I stumbled into this apartment, I had such an appreciation for the character and history behind the restored townhouse, and I really wanted to highlight that and bring it to life. I started with these 12 antique Egyptian prints, and I really loved how they heightened even more the double height ceilings, and it really brought appreciation upwards to the moldings. From the architectural prints, I really wanted to play up the gilded framing, and so that's where the mustard sofa came in. I paired it with a distressed brass mirror, which is really oversized, and going with the verticality of the antique Egyptian prints and the mirror above the sofa, I wanted this to continue between the windows, so I assembled this gallery wall of a steel base frame. The mantle is such a focal point in this room. It's so beautiful that I didn't want to ever compete with it. I wanted it to stand out on its own. The pieces I chose for the mantle were all very intentionally sourced, and they also look great. The dining table had that mixture between the edgy Brooklyn aesthetic, where you have the industrial top, but then you have those English turned legs. This green sofa I've had for 10 years, and it's withstood many dinner parties and wine spillages, but I still have it, and I've reupholstered it, and now it looks brand new. And I love how the olive sits so nicely and contrasts well with the Egyptian prints above it. These pocket doors are so beautiful with the original hardware. I love that you can open and close them so they give you privacy from the kitchen into the dining and living areas if you want. Otherwise, they look amazing open. Off the kitchen is the terrace, which gets so much use. I wanted to enclose it and make it more of a private area that could feel like an English garden, hence the rectangular troughs filled with boxwoods. I really wanted to continue the English garden feel down to the lower level. There's a rectangular stone section in the back of the lower level, which I wanted to make into a dinner space. And as always, bringing in the maximalist vibe, I added in that Indian patterned umbrella. I sourced this really cool French bistro table and paired them with a set of 4 garden chairs, which I found in this really deep green color. And it really makes this space out here a place that you want to come hang out and drink wine with your friends. Unlike the rest of the apartment, I wanted this space to be calmer and more neutral. So the primary color palette I selected was an off-white wall to set the tone with accents of blues and rusty oranges. Initially, this room posed some challenges because it had a set of French doors with glass panes, which was right behind where I wanted to put the bed. So I sourced these vintage wall panels that acted as both a divider from the hallway and as a headboard for behind the bed. The bed itself is contemporary and minimal because I didn't want it to overshadow the bones of the room. At the same time, I'm always drawn to color and pattern, so I added this array of Indian textile pillows throughout the bed. I always love coming in here at the end of a long day. It acts as a refuge and it's such a calming space. Designing my home was one of my favorite projects I've ever worked on. I hope that you can see, through mindful selection of pieces, you can create a space that is eclectic and truly one of a kind. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look.
If you can't get enough of these fabulous homes and designs, then you gotta like and subscribe, because we could all use a little more fabulous in our lives, right?